Theresa May has discussed Brexit and events in the Middle East in a pre-Christmas phone call with Donald Trump. It is the first time they have spoken since last month's diplomatic spat over the US president's retweeting of anti-Muslim videos by a UK far-right group. Number 10 said the two agreed on the importance of a swift transatlantic trade deal after the UK leaves the EU. Mrs. May also reiterated her opposition to Mr. Trump's plan to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Mr. Trump said last month that he intended to move the country's embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, a shift in long-standing U.S. policy which has been criticized by European allies and much of the Arab world. The two leaders, who last met in September, had earlier clashed over Mr. Trump's apparent endorsement of inflammatory tweets posted by a senior member of Britain First. Number 10 described his actions as wrong, which prompted the US president, in return, to chastise Mrs. May on Twitter and urge her to focus her attention on tackling Islamic extremism. In a summary of Tuesday's phone call, Downing Street said the two leaders had covered a range of issues, including the humanitarian situation in Yemen amid the continuing conflict in the country. Number 10 said the two leaders agreed on the vital importance of reopening humanitarian and commercial access to prevent famine and alleviate the suffering of innocent Yemenis. On Israel, the leaders discussed their different positions on the U.S. recognition of Jerusalem as the Israeli capital, agreeing on the importance of the U.S. bringing forward new proposals for peace and the international community supporting these efforts. Downing Street added, the Prime Minister updated the President on the recent good progress of the Brexit negotiations, and the President set out the progress he had made on his economic agenda. They agreed on the importance of a swift post-Brexit bilateral trade deal. Mr. Trump has repeatedly said he wants to strike a quick trade agreement with the UK after it leaves in March 2019, but experts have said it will take years to negotiate. Soon after he took office in January, Mr. Trump was invited on a state visit to the UK, but no date has been set for the trip amid criticism from MPs of the president's conduct and stance on key issues.